Magic waters, mountain views, and Sasquatch monsters.
Travel guys are in Harrison Hot Springs next.
You know, he doesn't have a bad profile. A little frightening, though.
You're a little frightening.
So I've been told.
Hi, I'm Jim Gordon.
And I'm Darren Parkman.
And we are the Travel Guys.
Well, my friend, here we are back in the place where it all began 11 years ago on our very first Travel Guys show. Yes, we're in beautiful Harrison Hot Springs, British Columbia.
And very little has changed over the last decade, including you and I.
If anything, I feel I'm more young and relevant than I was back then.
What about me?
No comment.
Well, coming up, we're going to explore Harrison Hot Springs and see what's changed here in the last decade, and maybe we'll run into that Sasquatch monster.
Is he still around?
Might be.
We'll check out the healing waters of the Harrison Hot Springs Resort, and boy, do we need them.
True. And we'll do a little fishing and see if we can equal our biggest catch ever.
All that and a lot more coming up, so stick around.
One of the activities here at the Harrison Hot Springs Resort and Spa is tennis. This is your game, not mine, but I'm excited to play.
It is my game, and because of my prime physical ability and athletic ability, you should be worried, sir.
Okay,
All right,
let's play.
Let's go. Come on, is that all you got? Is that all you got, man? Come on.
Oh! Oh, sorry. Even from here, I can see that must have really hurt. Again, my apologies. I didn't mean to hit you there, but you took it like a real man. I got to give you credit for that.
I'm fine. My voice is a few octaves higher, but I'm fine.
Well, despite the robes and the cheesy dark sunglasses, we are not about to head into a 1970s swingers party.
We're not?
No, we're not.
Oh, that's a shame. But after the grueling schedule we've had here at Harrison Hot Springs Resort, we're going to take a little break and have a nice massage here at the wonderful Healing Springs Spa. You ready for this?
Let's do it.
This is absolute heaven. Heaven.
Gotta say, after a hard day of filming with the Travel Guys, there's nothing more relaxing than a soothing, professional massage. And for me, it releases all the many, 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 many toxins in my body. Well, this is why people come to the Harrison Hot Springs Resort and Spa for the magical properties of the healing waters, which we're enjoying right now.
We sure are. People come from all over the world to take a little dip in this water to get the poisons out of their body.
And you know, as fast as we're getting the poisons out of our body, we're putting them right back in with this beer here, aren't we?
Well, that's the way we are.
Are we allowed to drink in here, by the way?
Yes, we are.
Cheers to that. Well, another gorgeous day here on the shores of Harrison Lake.
Yes.
Very peaceful up here.
It is lovely and very quiet.
Yeah.
Very quiet. I like that sound. One question for you, though.
Yeah.
Why is there an unruly creature on this bench?
You know, why do you make such hurtful comments? I'm right here. You know, like...
I'm talking about that unruly creature.
Oh, the Sasquatch.
Yes.
Well, funny you should ask, but this whole area around Harrison is famous for the legend of the Sasquatch or Bigfoot. People have actually claimed to have seen hairy, giant creatures roaming the forest here, and you know what? I would love to see one. I really would.
So this
I wanna go on a Sasquatch hunt.
This is real. You're saying it's not just a myth?
Well, this one here is not real. I don't know if you thought this one was actually
Well,
real.
for a
but
few seconds I did.
It's made of wood, actually, but no, apparently it does exist.
Okay.
Be a believer. Be a believer.
Try to be a believer, yes. Boy, this Sasquatch is everywhere here in town.
And I can't help sensing the real Sasquatch is not far away right now.
Well, you're really hanging on to this, aren't you?
I can feel his presence.
having a great time out here. We did have the option of jet skis, but Darren and I, being the adventurous guys we are, decided to go with the
Look out, coming in here.
What do you call these things?
Bumper boats.
Bumper boats, yes.
And they've got squirt guns on them.
Hey!
Yeehaw!
Anyway, it's one of the wonderful activities you can do on the water here at Harrison Hot Springs. You having a good time?
Having a great time. I like
This is
bumping
wild.
into you here. This is
I
great.
feel 6 again.
This is one of the, quite possibly one of the funnest things I've ever done. I love this thing. It's very cool.
Well, it's a little rocky out here today, but you know what? This is a lovely activity you can do just off the shores of Harrison Hot Springs.
Coming in.
Hey, no, I didn't agree to this. Oh.
Hey-oh.
Did you pull out your 5-year-old meter, actually?
Squirt gun. Yeehaw! I can't stop going in circles. I cannot stop going in circles.
I've just realized there's one other thing in life I can't do. Hand-eye coordination in driving these things. That's your squirt gun, right?
Yeehaw! Yeehaw! You gotta try this. Woo!
So, buddy, we've been back here in Harrison Hot Springs for a few days. Your thoughts on this lovely resort community?
You know, some things never change, and Harrison is one of those things.
Yeah.
It looks the same as it did a dozen years ago, but it's just got that classy feel to it. It really does. And one of the prettiest spots in British Columbia.
The resort is also steeped in history. I mean, where else in BC can you find a tree that was planted by the legendary movie star Clark Gable? And as I tell you what I'm loving is as a person who lives in the downtown city core, I like that there's nice quietness. I mean, they've got lots of things you can do here, but it's peaceful as well. Very relaxing.
It really is. Well, that, my friend, is some very, very, very hot water.
Yeah.
145 degrees Fahrenheit down there. I'm guessing that would wake you up after a hangover. What do you think?
That would be perfect for a hangover, absolutely.
I'm thinking about jumping in there.
No, that'd be a little too warm.
You'd be a skeleton in about 3 seconds.
Now, what's interesting too, buddy, did you know that this is the water that's pumped to the resort where we're staying right now? Well, the man responsible for hosting us 11 years after we first came here is the GM, Danny Kroll, here at Harrison Hot Springs. Thanks for looking after us, sir.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for being here.
Now, Danny, the Harrison Hot Springs Resort and Spa is legendary in these parts, actually legendary all over the world. You get visitors from everywhere. Tell us about some of the unique amenities this hotel offers.
Well, and your friend Ian Ma, who's our Director of Sales and Marketing, always talks about the fact that it's all about the water, stupid. So if it's not...
Did you just call me stupid?
No. If it's not the pools, we have 5 natural hot springs pools, all fed from a source just down around the corner down here. And so when it's not the pools that are keeping people busy, then it's Lake Harrison that's doing that.
And you have, there's so many things that you offer outside of that. You're right, of course, on the lake. You've got great activities for the kids. We had a spectacular meal last night at the Copper Room, which is an old school room, isn't it? Like we had jackets on. It was like a dinner club, a supper club.
You don't, in this day and age, unless you're going to a big casino hotel in Vegas, you don't find a dining room that seats 450 people. So this really is a throwback to a bygone era.
It's a classy restaurant and a classy property. One last question for you. Will the healing waters cure a hangover? I'm just asking.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Sure they will. Yeah.
Is that a guarantee?
You know, there used to be a time that people would actually come and fill up a jug and drink the water for its internal.
That's what we were going to try
There you
next.
go. So you can try that. That'll cure.
I'm willing to
Excellent.
try anything at this point. You know, there's some great non-formal dining here in Harrison Hot Springs, and we're kicking it casual style tonight.
We are, sir. We're at the Old Settlers Pub. We're having a nice meal here on the patio. What are you having tonight?
I'm having the chicken ribs. What do you got?
I'm having chicken teriyaki.
Do you even know how to kick it casual style?
I do not.
You have no idea. Do you know what kicking it casual style even means?
I did
No?
30 years ago.
This is the 90s, okay? Get into
Well,
it.
that's not right.
Oh, I'm sorry, the new millennium I meant.
Yeah,
Sorry.
close. Well, now it's time for a little thing we like to call Jim and Darren Meet the People.
Or, as it's also known, approaching total strangers that would normally ignore us. Let's go.
What is the best thing about Harrison Hot Springs?
Probably the hot springs.
Yeah? You doing a lot of that right now?
Not yet, but we're gonna get in.
What's the coolest thing about Harrison Hot Springs?
The beach.
Nice beach.
What's not to love about this place? Beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
Perfect.
You have some drinks up here?
No, never. Never.
I, for 5 seconds, almost bought that.
I know.
Kind of a personal question for you. Have you ever seen a Sasquatch?
No.
Do you know what
Just
a Sasquatch?
one. But he's make believe.
Where? Where?
He's way down the road. You can get your picture taken with
Is
him.
he real?
He could be. He's all in your mind.
What are you having a drink up here?
Oh, I don't remember.
That's a good sign. You're
No,
part of our
it's
club, chum. That's
For
okay.
ice cream, it's beautiful up here.
I'm sorry, what? Ice cream?
Julia, what's the best thing about Harrison Hot Springs, in your opinion?
The ice cream?
You come all the way up here for the ice cream?
Yes.
Tell our viewers at home, what's the best thing about Harrison Hot Springs?
Well, just coming and see you. That's the only reason I came here. I
and
knew
he's
you were
not a
out here,
relative.
and-
Does the word Bigfoot mean anything to you?
Anything else you're doing up here?
Oh, just boating and going for ice cream. Family
boat.
time.
Again,
you know.
I love, people are loving ice cream up here, aren't they?
What is it with the ice cream? Everybody's obsessed with the ice cream here.
I know I didn't even really want one, but you know, you're here, so you kind of feel like you need one.
Is it the best ice cream you've ever had?
It's close.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
Eh? Man, that really is some dang fine ice cream.
Let's see what they're saying. I'm with Amanda, who works at Beach Bites Cafe. Are you the boss?
No.
Say you're the boss. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm the boss. Let's
Excellent.
just say that, yeah.
I'm the boss of our show. Okay, tell our viewers out there, what is the best thing about Harrison Hot Springs?
It's the relaxed atmosphere. I mean, you come here, you have a good time. We're here to make you happy.
That is really good ice cream.
Hey, you got a little,
I do. That's
Yeah.
kind of. I get it?
Yes, you did.
Good. Okay. Well, about a half hour away from Harrison Hot Springs, nestled in the mountains of Mission, is a very special place.
That's right, pal. It's known as Zajac Ranch, and each year it welcomes hundreds of kids in need.
And Mel Zajac, the founder of the ranch, is a friend of ours.
Yeah.
He's a Vancouver businessman who has devoted his life to charity.
You know, buddy, this is such a beautiful and serene setting for the kids.
Really is, yeah.
I met Mel Zajac through you a number of years ago, but you've known him a very long time. How did you guys come together?
Well, when I started out in media many, many years ago at
Many years ago.
500-watt radio station, I got to know Mel actually through his association with famous celebrities such as Bob Hope and Leslie Nielsen. I interviewed them about the foundation back then, so that's how I got to know Mel, and he really is the kind of guy that's very approachable, and everybody knows him, and it's so cool that he's devoted his life's work to this charity.
And did he not build the first high-rises in Vancouver?
He built the first high-rise in Vancouver in 1959. How's that for history? Well, we're sitting here having a refreshing glass of lemonade at
Nice.
Zajac Ranch with Mel Zajac's daughter, Karen Zajac. Thanks for talking to us.
Pleasure.
Appreciate that.
Karen, tell our viewers about the foundation and its origins. Like, how did this all come together?
Well, the camp's been going for about 10 years. And it started, well, my father always used to do things for Variety Club for children. And I lost two brothers 8 months apart in sporting accidents. And someone said to him, well, you should start your own foundation.
And a lot of famous people have been involved in the foundation over the years. We mentioned Bob Hope and Leslie Nielsen, and then this ranch evolved from that. Tell us a little bit about this ranch. It's a pretty amazing facility. It's kind of a dream come true for a lot of kids, though, isn't it? I mean, there's some interesting therapies. I'm thinking about the horseback riding.
Well, there's kids, you know, I tell this one story, a little girl's spinal bifida. She could never put a full sentence together. And she went riding a horse one day, and she's being wheeled back into the dining hall, and the counselor said, "How's your day, Stacy?" She goes, "I rode a horse." So her counselor started crying, the caregiver started crying, and
That's
that
great.
sort of stuff happens here.
It's amazing the connection between animals and kids in need, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And how long would the kids stay up here? Are they up here for a couple of weeks or a weekend?
Typically a week, 5 to 7 days. And they get to do stuff that they don't normally get to do. Like there's kids in chairs that will go on the high ropes. You know, they've never been off the ground before, and all of a sudden they're 30 feet in the air. So.
And that's all because of your father, Mel. You've got to be pretty proud of him. We are.
Here's to Mel.
Thanks for talking to us. Cheers.
Well, Well, it's a very quiet, peaceful morning here in Harrison Hot Springs.
That it is, and we're going to try our luck with a little sturgeon fishing this morning. Going to head on a boat down to the mouth of the Fraser River.
Let's go.
One of the cool things about being out here in the water is you're surrounded by nature.
That's right, buddy. Behind us is a nest of a rare bird known as the osprey.
Gorgeous day out here, but that's the thing about fishing. It can be a little monotonous at times. You know, you're waiting for the bite to come in, but at least the weather's great.
Yeah. Well, listen, if you're bored, I got something that'll occupy your time for a few seconds, and I know it'll make me laugh.
Don't show that. Oh! I actually have emotional and physical scars from that.
I know. I just don't know how that happened. Actually, again, I'm very, very sorry for.
That's the last time you're going to show it, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I hope we don't get skunked out here today on the Fraser, but even if we do, we still have that great memory from 10 years ago, the last time we were here on the Fraser River when we caught that giant sturgeon. Remember that?
Yeah. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look at that clip. Oh! That's very funny.
I don't know.
You told me you weren't going to run that anymore.
I don't know how that got thrown.
Can we show the real clip now?
He's losing line here. 10-footer here, buddy. The size of that thing. Holy smokes, Jimmy.
Is that another eagle up there?
Looks like it might. Whoa! Strike.
I'd love to help you, but I'm way over here. Wow.
Just sub off a little
Look at the size of that thing. Very nice, sir.
There's the sturgeon. There he is.
Wow. Look at it, just fighting it, still fighting it.
These fish really know how to fight. I am out of breath.
I know, I was going to help you there, but I was way over here, actually. Hey, you know what's amazing, though? You actually said to me that they can be out of water for quite some time, eh?
They can actually survive like a day out of water. They're prehistoric in a lot of ways. The sturgeon's a protected fish here in British Columbia, but one of the coolest looking fish. It almost looks like a dinosaur. Well, we just brought the sturgeon in. We're here with our trusty guide, Murr. Tell us a little bit about these very mysterious-looking fish, sturgeons, because I've caught a couple in my life, and I'm always amazed at just their appearance for starters.
One of the interesting things with the sturgeon is all their sensory organs. You can see all his whiskers here, which actually have taste buds on them. When he's feeding, his mouth is out.
Now that's not hurting him at all either.
Well, that's how they normally feed. There is no skeleton in this fish.
I got to tell you, it's actually pretty cool to catch a sturgeon. They're such a majestic fish, and it's hard to believe that this fish is already 20 years old and will outlive both you and I. This thing will live to be over 100 years old. But what a beautiful looking fish.
It's like something from the dinosaur era, isn't it?
It's very, very, very odd looking, but it's one of those fish that, you know, it's getting scarcer and scarcer. When I was a kid, I used to catch, well, he's getting angry. I used to catch sturgeon when I was a kid and keep them. They're good eating fish, but they are now protected in British Columbia.
That's right, and what we're going to do right now is do what we have to do by law, and that's put it back in the water.
He's getting anxious. He wants to get in that water, so I'm going to let him go right now. Say goodbye to our friend the sturgeon, Jim.
His name is Michael, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. There we go. Let's let him go back into the Fraser, where he belongs. There he goes. Kind of a good feeling to actually let a fish go like that, though. It would be such a shame to eat a fish like that for some reason.
Yeah, it really would be. You know, one of the big reasons to come to the Harrison Hot Springs Resort and Spa is, of course, the legendary Copper Room, which is where we are right now.
I'm such a fan of this place, I got to tell you.
Me too.
It's got that old school supper club feeling about it. Live band, great food, great music. What are you having tonight?
I'm having the prime rib vegetables. What about you?
What a bizarre yet pleasing coincidence. I also am having the prime rib.
But you got a few other things going on your plate there.
I got me some Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah.
Now, is it uncouth to handle Yorkshire pudding?
Yeah, no one cares.
No, I should. Can I eat it? Can I eat it with my hand?
Well, don't make a big production of it, but yeah, you can.
All right.
Yeah. Very nice.
That's some good Yorkshire pudding.
Very nice. Management is waving to me over there, going, "Please have him removed." But everything's fine. Just if you put that down.
I'm not known for my classiness.
That's all right. You're having a good time. That's all right.
My friend, a 1,000-year mystery has just been solved. The real Bigfoot. Behold Sasquatch in his natural habitat. The real Sasquatch. Look at him. And look at him.
All right.
That's really him. No more wooden statues. That's him.
Who is paying for this horrible, cheap special effect?
I'll cover the cost out of my check. That's okay. I'll cover the cost of that. Okay.
All right.
Well, we've had a great time back here in our old stomping grounds at Harrison Lake.
We have, but before we leave, as we always do, let's check out Jim and Darren's top 5 coolest things about Harrison Hot Springs.
Number 5.
Visiting what we now call the ice cream capital of the world.
Man, that's good. Good ice cream.
Again, you've got something right here.
It's twice now. It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah?
Got it?
Yeah, you sure
Okay.
did, Scott.
Number 3.
Enjoying the healing hot spring water while releasing poisons from our body.
And putting those poisons back into our bodies just as fast. Cheers.
Number 3.
Finally coming face to face with the real Sasquatch. He's actually pretty personable.
Yeah.
He's friendly.
Again, who is paying for this horribly bad CGI?
Well, hopefully the Canadian government and or the taxpayer. It's only fair.
Number 2.
It's gotta be reliving our childhood on these fabulous bumper boats on Harrison Lake. Look out, sir.
Oh!
You just got bumped.
No, I just got bumped again.
Squirt gun! Squirt gun! Squirt gun!
And the number 1 coolest thing about our trip to Harrison Hot Springs.
It's got to be heading out on the Fraser River and catching ourselves a 4-foot sturgeon, and he's not happy right now.
We'll see you next time on The Travel Guys. Sponsorship for The Travel Guys provided by Plaza Premium Lounge, Travel Pro Luggage and Holiday Group, and Mavi Jeans.
Be careful.
If I could turn
This is
around.
not a
and talk,
game.
all right?
This
It's
is not a game.
I'm taking it seriously.
Be careful.
They're not sexually mature until they're 30 years old.
It's kind of like Darren and I.